recording live. This is the Final Boss, Bruce Wayans, and we are drinking at Moe's, the dopest podcast. Listen to this. Listen to me. Listen to Mo.
All right, everybody, taking time out before we get this show started. I want to thank Reaper Apparel for having Drinkin be a brand ambassador for their clothing line. They got good stuff. They got t-shirts, they got hoodies, they got beanies, they got lots of great stuff, encouraging everybody to break out of their comfort zone, live their best self, and hey, it's something I try to live every day. Now, be sure when you go and you're filling out your order, use the code Drinkin at Moe's, get 10% off, and the link and the code will both be in the description. Let's fucking go. All right, everybody, welcome Drinkin at Moe's. Big Mo here. You know the drill by now. YouTube, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good shit, because, you know, YouTube's algorithm is a pain in the ass. We are in most places you can find your audio podcast too. Leave a review there. Definitely helps there. Today, I'm excited to have with me the final boss, not the copycat Rock trying to take it from this man, but the final boss, Bruce Wayans. How you doing?
Oh, bro, you got me on time. You got me right on time on this podcast, let me tell you. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. You know, some could say, like the great one, the final boss, Bruce Wayans, the man that's been the final boss for the last 6 years running, not like some retired sucker coming back, stealing thunder.
Yeah. When I had reached out to you, and I'm like, oh, and then I hear the Rock coming out with his stuff. I'm like, oh damn.
You know, the first time it's final boss approved. You know, Miro tried it on once. There was some girl on AEW cut a promo calling herself the final boss the other day. Maybe it was Ring of Honor. You know, let it slide. All final boss approved by the final boss. And even The Rock, the first day that he did it, you know, final boss approved. You know, no big deal. But then he started spouting it on the mic, you know, like he wants to take my stick and put it on one of his nursery rhymes. Final boss ain't no nursery rhyme.
And hell, the way The Rock's going with some of his stuff recently, like owning the name The Rock and stuff, it's like, well, damn, you might need to get a rush on beating him to that one before he goes and tries to buy it out from under you.
Yeah, man, I might need to copyright that thing so he can pay me out. You know, if he's paying, that's different.
Yeah, that's
plenty. He's got plenty. Pass me some of that Hobbs and Shaw money, and we can talk about it. Or just call himself Hobbs. He can call himself Hobbs. He can call himself the Black Adam Tooth Fairy. You know what I mean? Whatever name he wants to choose, he wants to call himself. Any name but the final boss. That name is spoken for.
Oh, yeah. And then, oh, God, I was trying to think. Hell, he owns the XFL or the US, whatever the fuck they're calling it.
Oh, the US. Yeah. That's football. I call it. You know, I got an invite for that. So did my buddy Marlon Bishop. And, you know, I'm not going to lie to you, man. When it comes to, like, pain after a show or after a game, like, I'll take wrestling any day of the week over football. Nothing personal. It's just, you know, I got good body control. Matter of fact, if I knew how to bump when I played football, I would be in a lot better shape as a wrestler. Because I got this football neck and this football shoulder.
Yeah, I got that with my knees, and part of what started my back that I finally injured in the Navy. Like, yeah, No, I know about the football,
Oh yeah,
and yeah, it's
yeah. One of these days, I will be a youth and high school football coach, and the first thing I'm gonna do is teach those kids how to bump, like right away. That's for day one of football practice with the Final Boss. You're learning to bump, children. It's good for
nah,
you.
that hey, that can help lessen some injuries because Lord knows
Oh,
I've had my own.
it would reduce the football injuries like legit by half. Seriously,
Like
just because people would learn how to tuck their chin. You know.
yeah, and I remember one practice. It was the final thing. We were on special teams. I was on one side, a classmate was on the other, and then before I knew it, plowed right into me, and I thought I was fine, so I got back up, walked a couple steps, and just
Oh
right
yeah,
back.
tank. Yeah, right back down.
Yep, that was brutal. Anyways, first thing I like to start off with everybody with is what got you started as a fan, and then what got you deciding to make that leap into the business.
Oh, okay. Mama Boss used to borrow money from my grandmother, Maxine Boss, and she would take us to the local arena, the Bob Devaney Sports Center. That's what it's called, Lincoln, Nebraska. It's been since torn down.
No, it's
Bob
still there.
Devaney Sports Center. Really?
Bob
No,
Devaney's
I
still
just heard
there.
it got torn down.
No,
Okay,
I
but
think
anyway, yeah.
you're thinking of Pershing.
Pershing, yes. Bob Devaney's is at the school. My bad. So yeah, I'm talking about Pershing. So yeah, Pershing got torn down. Yeah. Anyway, my mom would borrow money from my grandma and take me and my cousins to go see WWF at the time live, and we would always get um, aisle seats, so we could touch them when they come running by. Um, so yeah, this is pretty much what got me into wrestling. First, my cousin snatched off a tassel of the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh
My
boy.
mom, my mom herself had a crush on Virgil, and I saw Ricky the Dragon Steamboat come out with the dragon head and blow fire off the top rope. Take my money, bro. I'm in. Like, this is an option. Sign me up.
And, before we get into what got you finally making the leap into the business, I guess I didn't realize we have a little bit of a connection here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Keep going. I'm listening.
Me, like, I've been born and raised in this area. I was born in Lincoln, raised about an hour or so away in Nebraska City. Now I live in
Okay.
Omaha, and
Okay.
actually I worked in Lincoln actually, and my parents have had season tickets to the Husker football thing in the family since the sellout streak started.
Oh wow, those are great tickets, I bet. Yes.
And my first WWE WWF show at the time was actually at the Pershing.
Sweet.
And,
We were in the
and
house.
and then I'm trying to remember, I actually got to meet one of the people that was on that show, Rikishi, and I got my Head Shrinker Fought 2 figure signed by him because
That's cool.
he was as the Head Shrinkers against
Yeah,
Owen Hart and Coco Beware.
oh man, that's awesome. So it goes way deep. But first, let me say that my next post on Instagram and Facebook is going to be a personal message sent to me by Coco Beware uh, from some fans of mine at a Comic Con a couple months ago. I just now found the video, so I'm going to post it because he mentions the final boss, Bruce Wayans, and we gotta make it known. We gotta make it public knowledge.
Oh
so
yeah.
that young Dwayne can know who the final boss is. But also, you're gonna love this. All right. Number one, I went to college in Kearney, Nebraska. All right. Number two, my second arena football team Omaha Beef,
Ah,
2008,
yeah.
2009. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then what do you call it? Pretty much my whole family my mother's half of the family lives in Lincoln and Omaha. Like that's Crossroads, West Roads. I remember one time I was on vacation. I was at the Crossroads Mall back when it used to have stuff in it, you know.
I think
And
it's torn down now.
I think so, yeah. But I ran into these guys, and these guys they didn't like my outfit or something. They were like, "Oh, why you got all that blue on?" You know, and I'm the boss, daddy. I like to dress. And so I told these guys, if you don't get on my face, I'm gonna paint the ground red with your face here in a second. And right as I'm about to fight these guys outside of a Foot Locker, my mom comes around the corner and she says, "Hey, those are your cousins. Relax."
That's funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only in Omaha could something like this happen.
Yeah, yeah, we get some craziness from time to time. But
Yeah,
yeah.
man. But that's good stuff, man. Yeah, I did not realize you were a Nebraska native. I'm
Oh
from
yeah.
Colorado, technically, so I got beef with Nebraska. But I mean, no shade. You know, I throw no shade, except for you know what the N on the side of the Husker helmet stands for?
Oh boy.
Knowledge. You can look that up. It's a
I've
real
heard
thing.
that one before.
I know you have. You had to have heard it before. That's
Yeah.
it's even better. You already know it's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of like I've heard a few different things with that, and then I'm like, oh boy, which one are we getting
Oh yeah.
today?
I mean, you hope for knowledge. So you keep your fingers crossed, and you're like, let's keep this PG, brother. Come on.
Yeah, no, no, we ain't turning this into a Booker T promo where he lets the other nipple
Exactly,
slip
yeah,
out.
bro. Yeah, you know, you already know, man.
Yeah, no, we're I actually I actually did a little joke on my TikTok on that promo where I talked about it was part of this series that I did called Poetry with Veterans. And it, like I forget what exactly, but I like I wish something was bigger. Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you. No, no, not going there.
Nice, nice. Oh snap! Hold on, I forgot to finish answering your question because we went off the deep end.
Yeah.
You
It
could
happened.
thank Bobby. You could thank Bobby Lashley for me being in the wrestling business.
Oh yeah.
Uh, yeah, I was one of many Bobby Lashley punching bags for about 3 or 4 years when he was American Top Team. He had a gym out here in Denver. My buddy D Ross, well, you know, we'll leave his real name out of it, but Ross takes me over to the gym. I meet Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley knocks out half of my wisdom tooth my first day of
Oh,
boxing.
oh no.
Then I didn't have a mouthpiece. It was my own fault. And I was cocky. And I was like, I could take Bobby Lashley, you know, Final Boss, daddy. I was wrong. I was wrong. I cannot take Bobby Lashley, not in a straight fight. You know, if he wants to wrestle, I'm down to wrestle him now I know how to wrestle. But at the time, you know, it was just like, man, it was just like beat downs every day. And so, you know, after a couple years, I refused to take a fight. Like everybody in that gym was dangerous. And so he mentioned right before he left town, he told us all, he goes, yo, he goes, I'm shutting down the gym. I'm going to go be the TNA heavyweight champ. I'll see you guys later. And legit, like days later, you saw him on TV beating up Drew McIntyre. But he grabbed me and he told me, he was like, hey, man, maybe you should think about being a pro wrestler since, you know, you don't seem to have you don't love fighting. I said, no, sir, I do not love fighting. I don't mind fighting, but I like to know how to fight, but no, I have no love for it whatsoever. And he was like, man, well, maybe pro wrestling is the way to go for you. And I was like, oh, say less. And I found Rocky Mountain Pro out here at the Jeffco Fairgrounds and paid a lot of money. And months later, like I took to it quick, bro. Months later, I was having my first match. Probably like that. I started back in April, about 6 years ago now, and by October I was in the pay-per-view main event. Well, I was a part of the main event. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like,
I definitely tried to fast track this thing, although there is no fast track to professional wrestling, it turns out.
oh yeah, no, there definitely isn't. But some people take to it a little quicker than others, which it definitely, from the sounds of it, you definitely took to it pretty damn quick, and that's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was me, it's my tag partner Atiba, Chopper City, and my boy Lipto. And three of us started together. We used to run 2-a-days. We did 2-a-days wrestling training. But it was all in the effort to get good at wrestling as quickly as possible.
That is awesome. And I was just thinking, because I know when it comes to the in-ring personas, for a lot of people, it seems like the first little bit is a kind of a feeling out process. But it seems like, if I'm gathering it right, the final boss came kind of quick.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Bruce Wayans existed in this world 4 years before I ever even started wrestling. Okay? Bruce Wayans was already my alter ego, my alternate identity. And when I became a wrestler, I was big on my like Apollo Creed status. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you had to have a nickname, you had to have a moniker, you had to have that thing, right? Well, we can give credit to what's his name, Austin Reigns. I forget his wrestling name. Alex Slack is his name. But anyway, right when I'm about to make my wrestling debut, they're like, "Hey man, we got a name for you. It's Boss Fight." And I was like, "Boss Fight? All right, that sounds cool or whatever." And it was legit like Spider-Man's first entrance, where he was like, "What's your name?" He's like, "The
Oh
man-eating
yeah,
spider," or whatever. He's like, "That name
when he's
sucks."
about to go up there against Macho Man.
Yeah, when he's going out to face Macho, right? He's like, "Oh, man, that name sucks. Let me go hook you up, kid." And so, like legit, I'm about to walk through the curtain as Boss Fight, and so I can't remember who changed it. Maybe it was Alex. Somebody came up and was like, "Hey man, let's go with the final boss, like at the end of the game, like Bowser, And I
Yeah.
was like, "Say less." Like that is the way, that is exactly what we're gonna do. And they announced me as the final boss, Bruce Wayans. I was legit wearing something very similar to this. I just cut the sleeves off of a dress shirt, and up until recently, I used to just wrestle in a shirt and tie. I had a vest that had boss on the back, and I just like my gear has evolved a lot over the years, but the original final boss is exactly as you see, final boss Bruce Wayans.
Hey, that is awesome. Like, I love hearing little origin stories of different things like that, and to see some that come in together rather quickly. That is pretty cool. I love hearing that. And next I have some, doing my homework. I was trying to put together some of the shows that, I mean, this will be coming out after, but April 6th, there's a show for NCWO, part of the King of Sports Wrestling Alliance.
Sounds interesting. I wonder if
Yeah.
I'm already booked that day.
It,
April 6th, you said. I know I have something on April 7th. I know that.
yeah, it was coming up on your page. But the thing that caught my eye is the former guest of mine, Logan Knight, was also on the poster.
Ah, okay.
And I was
Logan's
like,
good
oh,
people. I said Logan's good people, yeah.
oh yeah. Yep. He happens to know some people that I've seen here in Nebraska, and then doing his thing. So I'm like, okay. And I saw him. I'm like, all right, that's another topic we can talk about. But I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't see much of a card that was announced just yet. But I know that I saw it on your page. So I was like, wonder you get out
April
that way?
6th, you say? April
Yeah,
6th. Oh, see, man, the Final Boss is an international superstar worldwide. That's why I had Bruce Wayans in the take ready to go. Because as soon as I started wrestling, this is about world domination.
Oh yeah.
What are we doing tonight, Mo? The same thing we do every night, Mo. Try to take over the world.
Like Pinky in the Brain.
That's right. That's right. And so, like, to me, it don't matter where the show is. It don't matter which one of these suckers need getting chopped. Point them out. Point them out. Line them up. I'll chop them up. That's how it goes.
And I have seen some people have some monster chops. Like, I was out at Warrior Wrestling out of Chicago. They had a stop in St. Louis like about 2 years ago, I'm thinking. Okay. And I got to have a mini episode that night with Bronson Reed. He was going by Jonah at the time.
Yeah, I said Jonah, bro. That's that boy right there, boy.
Yep. And he was going up against Jeff Cobb.
Oh, I just met Cobb out here at Lucha Libre and Laughs out here. Cobb's is the business. Love that guy.
Oh yeah. One of my autographed figures back here is one of his.
Sweet.
So
don't worry. This Final Boss figurine's coming soon. I'll make sure you're on the list. It's top of the list.
Awesome. Love it. And the thing about that match, though, that I specifically remember, besides the fact that it was like the Hoss fight to end all Hoss fights.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Them, like, I was close enough that when those two guys were chopping each other, literally seeing the individual beads of sweat flying off of them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, it was nuts. I had not seen anything like that before.
Yeah, see, bro, I don't knife edge chop. Okay, me and Tiva, we chop like this. Okay, because you don't chop with your hand. You chop with your heart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know some people that definitely do a bit of a combination of both. Like, they definitely lay into you, but it's like, it definitely seems like it's a extension. Like, they start in the heart and then it just goes right through their hand and wham.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even 100%.
Like, a guy that I'm trying to get on the podcast, Manders.
Oh, sounds like a certified chopper.
Oh,
if you're in the chops, what you call it? What's his name? Cash Flow at OVW. He is chop master. Goodness gracious.
Good Lord, yeah. No, I've definitely seen him on the Netflix series. And I actually have a handful of people from OVW coming up on the recording schedule, so I'll have to see about getting him on here.
You make sure all of those OVW, all those Louisville suckers, as I like to call them, you make sure all of them mention the Final Boss while on their podcast. Because I put in a year at OVW already, and I'm planning on another one here soon.
Okay, I will definitely be putting that in my notes for their episodes for sure, because I want to hear about this.
Yeah, because the Outrunners can get it. Beaches and Cream can get it. What's the other tag team? They're called like Lions Mane or something. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. And the Tate twins. Everybody at OVW can get it. Exactly.
All right. And, going into Rocky Mountain Pro, you mentioned that was pretty much where you got your start out there. For those that might not be as familiar with Rocky Mountain Pro, what do you got going on there? Because I know on the schedule from, putting my notes together, they got some pretty cool stuff coming up here as of, tomorrow, right? That's where you're heading off to, right?
That is where I am at right now, Daddy. I am here.
Oh, you're
I am
there.
here
All
to
right. All right.
I am here to see D'Lo Brown, who is no doubtably waiting on the final boss. I hate to make him wait, but hey, I got responsibilities, man. This podcast been on the schedule, so we got to do this. But D'Lo Brown is here. Matt Yaden is our head coach and owner, classically trained by Al Snow from OVW, and Otis on WWE is a
Oh,
Rocky Mountain Pro product. Abaddon on AEW is a Rocky Mountain Pro product. And the final boss, Bruce Wayans.
it's a Rocky Mountain Pro
Your
product.
future
Oh,
superstar, fresh out of Rocky Mountain Pro.
that is awesome. Yep, you got a lot of good company there. And I know, what was it? Tonight is a thing with D'Lo Brown, and then tomorrow got
tomorrow is the pay-per-view. It's called Never Broken. It's going to be our first show at our original location in the last 4 years. We got kicked out of this place during COVID, right? So we've been all over town, all over Denver since. We've just been moving from place to place. We had a nice home for the last 2 years over in Inglewood. And now we just got the green light to move back here. So legit, we had a show on the 1st of March. And now here on the 22nd of March, we're going to have our first official show back in the Quarry at Rocky Mountain Pro at Jeffco Fairgrounds. That's going to be our pay-per-view Never Broken, featuring D'Lo Brown. I'm sure Sin Bodie and a bunch of other, because pay-per-view time, man, pay-per-view is pay-per-view. So who knows who's going to be here? I don't even know who's going to be here. I know Final Boss and Chopper City and Big T going to be here chopping up suckers. That's what's most definitely going to happen. That's what you need to see.
Oh yeah.
And then tomorrow, and then on Saturday we're going to Wyoming, chopping up suckers in Wyoming.
Now, speaking of Wyoming, before I get into some of the people that are going to be there tomorrow for Rocky Mountain Pro, I just out of pure curiosity, I went and just copied a picture of the map of the United States, because I was like, I want to see how many states I've cut, like different talent from however many different states, and realized, holy crap, I've actually covered a lot more than I thought.
Oh yeah, man.
And Wyoming is one of them that I haven't. So,
well, hey, that's okay.
Put in a good word for me up there.
I will put in a good word for you up there. I only have one local talent from Wyoming that I know of, and that is one of our young boys. Actually, he might be making his debut on Saturday. He'll be having his first match. His name is James Two Dame. Throw them twos up. And he's a military kid, so I mean he's in shape, he's ready. Let's just hope he goes out there and balls out like he should. And then I'll get you your first Wyoming talent.
All right. I love it. And hey, I always get particular enjoyment out of when I get somebody that's not only in the wrestling business, but is also a fellow veteran as well. So we get to share those stories. It leads to some entertaining episodes.
Man, I wish the Grunt Style stable was still wrestling, bro. But them boys, they're doing good on their own. But what is it? Roman Roselle, he works for Diamond Dallas Page. He's a yoga instructor. And Derek Piscaturo, he's actually security for AEW. He's like every episode of AEW, you will see Derek ball-headed ass in one of them corners in the corner. Yeah, but Grunt Style Stable, those are my boys, man. I love them cats, man. And shout out to Tim. Tim's the big dog in charge. I think they still have their podcast going on, but yeah, I support my vets all day. I'm not a vet myself, but I've dated plenty of veteran women. Not plenty, like 4, but that's a lot.
That's a
Healthy amount.
Oh yeah, that's a healthy amount. And speaking of, there is a female UFC fighter that's going to be there at Rocky Mountain Pro tomorrow.
Yeah. What's her name?
Miranda.
Miranda, yeah. Yeah, I trained with her, bro. I trained with Miranda. So Miranda was actually a fighter before she started wrestling. And as a former fighter who started wrestling, I can tell you right now, for all the young boys listening, you want to have your fight game up before you become a pro wrestler, just to make it easier on yourself. Because I mean, no offense, but hey, almost every wrestling match is a shoot style nowadays because like nobody rehearses wrestling. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. No. And no matter what you think you're gonna do, you don't know what's about to happen when that bell rings. When that bell rings, I'm gonna see red, and I'll wake up when the bell rings again, and then you show me the video of what happened. That's how my wrestling matches go. I just told young August Artois to his face, we ain't calling shit. And that blankety blankets hit me with my own bat at One Revolution Wrestling down in Colorado Springs. I'm the heavyweight champ of Colorado Springs. I'm the tag team champ up in Denver. So One Revolution heavyweight champion, Rocky Mountain Pro tag team champion. August Artois, nobody likes you. You're not supposed to hit a man with his own bat. Okay, because Bruce Wayans, Final Boss, has nothing to do with Batman. I have a bat, man.
I like it. Yeah.
I know you get it, Mo. I know you get it.
I get it. I get it.
Cool kids. Ain't no explanation for the cool kids, baby.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. Man, you don't just hit somebody with their own bat.
Bro, you don't just do that. You don't just do that. We got a sucker up here named Damon Ace, Rocky Mountain Pro. Tried that same shit. Lucky I don't beat his. Matter of fact, Damon Ace, if you watch this podcast, just know you got payback coming. August Artois, you got payback coming. Both y'all getting bashed with my bat next time on site. Like when I see you, we ain't gotta have no match. If I see you, I'm hitting you with this bat. If you and my bat in the same place at the same time, then that bat's gonna be on your body.
Now that just reminded me. I had me as a fan. I'm always fantasy booking, like how I would be involved in a show, and I constantly have this idea in my head where it's like I'm coming as a favor to somebody, like one of my friends in the business or whoever it might be, and the person they're going up against is like, man, you're not supposed to wrestle. And I just take the mic from them and be like, who said anything about wrestling? And then I just tackle them.
Nice. I was gonna say, Big Mo, with that beard, you can legit go wherever you want, brother. Like knock yourself out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Oh my God, is that a grunt style shirt you got on? I was just saying that. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the grunt style stable, bro.
Like, oh wait, I
didn't even notice. Yeah, I'll tell you, they're my boys, man. I recognize that's my. Hey, I get down with the grunt style stable, bro. They're my people.
They actually have a store here at the outlet malls just outside of Omaha.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that boy Tim be making money, man. Hey, Tim the real deal.
Yeah.
We're gonna tag them in this. Make sure they watch. They know they're plugged.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That would be awesome. I would love that. And what is this here? Oh, I almost forgot. I have had a handful of people on from the old Lucha Underground.
Oh, sweet.
I've had Famous B. I've had little Cholo, who was Mr. Cisco, I believe. And
Okay, yeah, Mr. Cisco. Yeah, that's a dude. That's the dude right there. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And there's been some others, but then at that same show tomorrow is actually going to be another Lucha Underground alum, Marty the Moth.
Say his name, Martin Casals.
Yeah,
That's my
Martin
dog,
Casals.
bro. Hey, Marty the Moth is the truth. Okay, that is the last. He is the current Lucha Underground champion.
Yeah, he
Yeah, bro. He still
never
got that
lost it to
thing.
anybody.
He got it in his house, bro. I'm telling you, Marty got it. And bro, and Marty got the juice, right? Let me tell you right now. I had to defend the Rocky Mountain Pro Championship against Martin Casals, and that was the match of a lifetime right there. Like I pulled out all the stops. I did everything in my power. I don't remember who won, but I was definitely a champ still. And bro, like I said, I ride for Martin Casals. That's my boy. Okay, anybody say something bad about Marty the Moth, gonna have to face Final Boss.
Man,
Bottom line.
I'm wanting to add him to my list of Lucha Underground people I've had on the podcast. That's for sure.
Hey, I'll put in a good word for you, man. Like
I
so
appreciate it.
Trying to get one of these young boys' attention. Cookie! They're not. They're too far away. I want to let them know I'm here, but I'm doing this podcast.
All right. So I was also noticing you have a little bit of a open challenge coming up at
yeah.
One Revolution Wrestling.
Yes, your One Revolution heavyweight champion has decided, especially after August Artois', cowardly bat attack, that the next move for the Final Boss, especially while the People's Champ is running around, treading on the good name of the Final Boss, making enemies left and right. He pissed off Goldust, man. How you piss off Goldust,
Yeah,
Anyway, I know, right? Make it make sense, man. Like Dustin is helping train Abaddon as we speak, and The Rock pissed him off. Like shame, Dwayne. Anyway, Final Boss has decided that an open challenge at One Revolution Wrestling will be what's best for business, because it wouldn't matter what sucker they brought out. I'm gonna chop them in the face, bottom line. But I don't even need to know who it is this round. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You know why? Because I won that belt with the help of my Theo Savio Vega. I'm fresh off my trip to Puerto Rico, where Savio had me beat up this evil referee. I've never even heard of an evil referee, but this boy had heat. Oh man, did he have heat. He had as much heat as Black Adam is stealing my name right now. And Savio had me beat him up, and I don't know what's going on, but I know that Savio has got plans for the Final Boss, because he was thoroughly entertained. And not to mention, I have completely stolen all of Savio Vega's offense inadvertently. I didn't know it. Right? What had happened was I stole sidekick from Booker T. I was like, man, I like that sidekick. I met Booker. Booker said, when you do stuff to look good. I said, man, that's exactly why I do everything I do. So me and Booker are on the same page, right? So I'm still in the sidekick, but I don't want people to know. So I add this little karate move at the end. I say, I know karate, sucker. You know what I mean? Bro, I'm watching Savio come out down in Puerto Rico. He legit hit Finn Balor with my entire offense, which I suddenly realized was his offense that I had directly stolen from him, but inadvertently, bro. I thought I made it up. I legit thought I made it up. I was like, I'm doing this karate move after, so people don't know I stole it from Booker. Bro, I watch Savio, bro. He's chopping. He's doing the karate, and I said, "Oh my god!" And then to make matters worse, Savio Vega. Hey, Tio, listen, Savio Vega, you have a better sidekick than the Final Boss at the moment. I'm working on it. Okay, come to the show on Friday. Come Never Broken tomorrow. I bet you my sidekick is as good, if not better than yours. But tonight on Big Mo's podcast, drinking with Mo. Savio Vega, number 1, Booker T, number 2, Final Boss Bruce Wayans, number 3.
All right. Hey, we'll have to tag. We'll have to tag and all of them guys in this.
Hey, we'll tag them all, bro. They know they're getting talked about. Okay,
All
you
right.
gotta stay relevant.
Oh yeah. Now I have some categories here. I got 2 of them. One's a bit of a name game where I try to theme it towards the guests as much as possible. And going through doing my homework, I decided, what, with Colorado, I wouldn't have dug up a list of wrestlers from Colorado.
All right.
So I give you the name, you give me some quick thoughts on them.
I'll give it to you. Yeah, send them out, rapid fire.
All right. First one, Too Cold Scorpio.
Oh, that's my uncle. That is my uncle, Too Cold Scorpio. Okay, Too Cold Scorpio helped train the Final Boss at one point. My uncle, love that man to death. Okay, Too Cold Scorpio and his tag partner, Airborne Alex Anthony. Oh snap! There goes my tag partner, Atiba. Come here. Anyway, but yeah, right here at the quarry, I used to get trained by Too Cold Scorpio, and I learned a lot from Uncle Scorpio. Okay, I do 100 squats every morning, just like he does, because
right.
Too Cold, man. That boy is cold, man. They don't call him Too Cold for no reason. He is too cold. Come here, bro. I'm on this podcast. We talking about Too Cold Scorpio. All right, so hey, Big Mo. This is the Rocky Mountain Dragon Tiva.
Hey, what up?
One half of Chopper City worldwide.
Chop.
Yeah. And we at the location where we used to train with Too Cold Scorpio.
Okay.
All right.
TV,
shout out Big Mo. That's Big Mo right there.
What up, Big Mo? Hey. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man.
Yeah, we ready for the show tomorrow. Never broken. Give me a chop, T.
Chop.
All right.
I gotta right now.
You going to train right now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna be in there. I got to change the clothes and everything. We good.
All right,
bro.
All right. No, good to see you, man.
Good to see
you.
Doing
what you're doing.
This is the first time Chopper City been on the podcast, but not the last.
Not the last.
Yep. All right.
For sure. That was awesome. I couldn't have planned that any better.
Oh yeah. I love little surprise stuff like that.
Little cameo.
I've had a couple things like that happen, especially when I'm actually getting to interview the people in person. People coming in the background and stuff. It's always a good time. Now, the next person I had up here, I guess I forgot they were from Colorado, but former IWGP champion Bob Sapp.
Oh yeah, Big Bob, bro. Okay, what I know about Bob Sapp? Bob Sapp is in a movie called Blood and Bone, where Michael Jai White kicks him in the face with a Timberland boot. It's awesome. But yeah, I'm happy I started my fighting career after Bob Sapp, because I have want no part of that. I'm just gonna say it straight up. It's a whole lot of man, and no thanks.
Yeah,
but a great man as far as I know.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but great. All right, next one. I was kind of excited they were getting a little bit more of a time in AEW/Ring of Honor as of late. But talking about the very unique character, Abaddon.
Abaddon. Oh, let me tell you, okay. Abaddon is my day one. Okay. I was at AEW when she had her debut match, and they ended up signing her after that. She was one of my young bucks once upon a time. Probably after I was about a year and a half in, that's when she started training right here at Rocky Mountain Pro. And Abaddon's a beast. Okay, eat her soul. Eat her soul. Abaddon will eat your soul. Yeah. And I support this. I support this 100%. And just so the record's clear, Abaddon is Abaddon every day, just like the Final Boss. That girl dresses up from head to toe every morning. She's like Dolly Parton, but dead.
Looking like a zombie.
Yeah, she's a zombie Dolly Parton. She don't go out the house if she ain't done up, run up and get done up. But Abaddon's no joke. Abaddon is a beast. And mark my words, future AEW Women's Champion, future Ring of Honor Champion, preferably future WWE Women's Champion, because that's how good she is. And she's getting trained by Dustin Rhodes, who also has beef with that sucker using my name. So yeah, we all good. Abaddon, love you, babe. That's Zombie. That's what Zombie. That's who Abaddon is.
You know what? I was excited when she was gone for a little bit, but then she started getting a little bit more of a push. And I'm like, okay, this is awesome.
Bro, she's in great shape right now. She got a little hard body, and I just saw her in October, late October last year in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm not gonna mention, but we was there and we had a good time. And and she's ready, bro. She's ready. In this business, you don't stay the same. You get worse, you get better, but you do not stay the same. That girl's gotten better every day I've known her.
Oh, and you know today. What? I can definitely respect the dedication to the character. Like you said, going out there, even when you're not, going to work, basically, you're getting all done up for that character. And it's like, okay, that is something I can definitely respect, that dedication to it.
Yeah, it's an everyday thing.
Oh, yeah. Now,
who's next? I'm dying to know who's next.
Last but not least here, somebody that I have yet to get back in my collection, but I've got my eye on some stuff.
Oh, I know who it is. You got to say it, though.
Vader.
Oh, what? You talking about Big Van Vader? Oh, man. Let me tell you something, okay? Like I said, I stole all of Savio's offense inadvertently, right? But I've been beating people up like Vader day one, son, okay? Like Vader and Stan Hansen as a tag team are all I care about in this world, okay? Like that, there's a video of Vader doing a backflip over the top rope. He's from Boulder. He's from Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah.
And and there's a video of him do a backflip over the top rope and then clothesline the guy out. I'm about to go in here and learn how to do that because I've been working on it for months at this point. I just can't stick the landing. I got a bad shoulder. I'm gonna figure it out because I got to do that. I got to do that to pay homage to my boy Big Van Vader. Because I mean, oh man, like I don't have enough time. How much time you got, Mo? Because I would talk about Vader all day.
Okay, we can do Vader, a whole nother episode on talking about him. We can do a
whole nother episode, just Final Boss and Big Mo talking about Big Vader. Because I mean, Vader was a savage animal of a person, bro. Like, let me tell you, Vader and Stan Hansen were so entertaining to me that Stan Hansen is the only wrestler I remember from No Holds Barred. Because I didn't know who he was. I was a kid. I didn't know who he was. I said, but that guy is an animal. And he reminds me of Vader. And then I find out that they used to tag. Oh my God. Man, like those guys used to beat the snot out of people. But that is what this business is all about. See, like this is a business of busting heads. Like that's what we're doing. And anybody who doesn't have that mindset, just get out because you're not welcome here. Because we all are going into this knowing that, hey, I'm out to bust your head. I hope you have that same mindset because I will show you no mercy in this ring. And Vader got it. Vader gets it. Okay. Vader will show you no mercy inside of those ropes. Matter of fact, inside the whole arena, you are not safe. If you are scripted to wrestle Vader tonight, oh, you about to get beat up tonight. Don't matter who wins. This ain't no wins, losses sport. Okay? This is about people getting beat up. And Vader will beat you up. And now, now that he's not doing it, I tell you what, Final Boss will do it. Final Boss will beat you up. No sweats.
Oh, yeah. And
I'll continue that legacy.
I still remember, God rest his soul, but I still remember the whole thing. I forget where the match was, but it was him and Cactus Jack, and it's where Mick Foley had Cactus Jack got that ear of his ripped off.
Oh, that's in Germany, bro. Yeah, it's in Germany.
Germany. That was it.
It's in Germany. Yeah, don't watch that. That's an awful match. Don't watch that.
Oh,
I mean, it's a good match, but him getting his ear ripped off is bad. Yeah, he did. He went to do the caught in the neck spot, but he did it on a barbed wire, real barbed wire. I mean, that's Mick Foley 1-on-1, bro. I know he's at OVW right now. God bless him. I'm coming, Mick Foley. I'm coming to OVW. I'm bringing Tiba, and we'll be doing nothing like that. Nothing of the sort. That's all you, Daddy. That's all you, baby. You want Vader to break your nose? That's your business, okay? Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slip all those punches like Bobby Lashley taught me, because that's why I'm a wrestler now. I see the punches coming, so therefore you ain't tagging me unless I say so. Period. or if you don't see it coming, you know.
All right, now I have some random questions. Some might be wrestling related, some might not be. Some might have absolutely nothing to do with anything we've talked about so far.
Sounds great.
So I give you the question, you give me first answer that pops into your head. The first one is one that I like to keep in because I love the stories I end up getting.
Okay.
Craziest in-match moment for you?
Craziest in-match moment for me. First time I won a tag team championship. I was a part of a tag team called the Knights of Wrestling, and it was a part of a faction called the Triumphant. It was me. It was Porter Blake. At the time, he was Vlad Valashaw, and Severino Corrente, who was my original. He was my Shawn Michaels. I was his Diesel. And we also had the Duchess from Down Under, Simone Lockhart, which was this. She was an Australian-born professional wrestler. Drop dead gorgeous. Simi, if you're watching this, come back. I miss you so much. Anyway, we're going after the tag titles against Mercury Yaden and Curtis Cole. I hate Curtis Cole, and I'm holding on to the ropes. It was a tables match. You had to put both guys to the table. I'm holding on to the ropes. There's a table behind me, and Curtis Cole slaps my hand. He slaps my other hand. That one hurt too. I'm still holding on to the rope though. Poke me in the eye, boy. Both hands go up like this, and I just fell directly back through the table. Worst bump ever. But that's not the crazy part. Crazy part is I legit fell asleep in that table due to the pain I was in after falling through the table. And I woke up to the bell ringing and my team winning. And that is how I won my first championship in professional wrestling. I said, is that my music? Did we just win? You know, nobody told me. Nobody told me we were winning. All I knew is like that I was the unfortunate one going through the first table is what I knew. And so, yeah, man. And I had no intention on going through that table. So the eye poke was real. I was not going to let go of them ropes without that eye poke. And when he poked me, I just naturally grabbed my eyes and he poked me in the eyes. You know, fuck you, Curtis Cole. And bro, I fell through that table so hard. And my last memory is one of the referees, Joe Gessner. He runs up and he's like, "Hey, are you okay?" I'm like, "Leave me the fuck alone." And then boom, legit fell asleep, snoring in that table. Ding, ding, ding. Triumphant music hit. Oh snap! Did we just win? Are we the tag champs? Yeah, that's how we do it, baby.
Oh wow!
Final Boss approved.
Hey, wow. Yeah,
that's a true story. I've never told that story. That's a totally true story.
Wow. Yeah, I've heard some crazy ones. That one's probably right up there because like I've heard everything from crowds chasing people around, like getting a little too into the show, and an ECW original story where it was a match against New Jack. And they got told to be careful, like don't go destroying stuff. And then they proceed to both end up going through a wall, and Paul Heyman yells at them after the match.
Oh yeah, that's a typical back in the day ECW story. But more recently, Gino Told You So down in Arizona. I'm sure a fan tried to stab him. Like 100% sure he almost got stabbed at a wrestling match for sure.
I've had him on, and I swear I think he told me that story.
I'm as these stories go, like, top 5, that's top 5 for sure. Gino almost getting stabbed is up there. And I remember it vividly. It was a great night in professional wrestling. I'm happy he didn't get stabbed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, definitely happy he didn't. But
don't stab people. Stabbing's bad. They're stabbing for prison. That's when stabbing's popular. And Germany.
Yeah. Apparently, I've definitely heard some stories. Anyway,
but I just got back from Puerto Rico, dog. Don't get me started about stabbing. Okay? We're not gonna talk about it. But I was definitely in the same arena, in the same locker room.
Wow.
All the same. We're not gonna mention it, but
yeah, we're not gonna mention it. Although the only thing I will say about that
is gonna mention it. Watch, here we go.
No. I'm not gonna mention it. Okay. I'm just gonna say that the particular guy, when I was a kid, he scared the crap out of me. But as I grew up and started rewatching his stuff, I'm like, oh, fantastic. Dude, I love this guy.
He was fantastic, bro. He was money. Oh, he was money. Double B. We'll call him Double B right now. Double B.
Oh, yeah.
You the man, boy. You the man.
All right. Now, we're on the heels of another WrestleMania. Everybody has their own favorite matches and moments. What would you say is a favorite match or moment from WrestleMania for you?
For me? Oh, okay. Let me think. What do I love about WrestleMania? I mean, number one is always going to be Macho and Ricky.
Oh yeah,
that was just fire, right? But what should be talked about is Brett versus Owen.
Oh yeah,
because Brett versus Owen is a slugfest, right? They are pulling no punches in that match. I mean, I can't talk enough about Bret Hart because I love Bret Hart. Bret Hart's a lot of the reason I'm into wrestling. He was definitely number one on my favorite wrestler list as a kid growing up. Eventually Macho overtook him because of the madness, because I support madness. But the excellence of execution, he was called that for a reason, bro, because this dude legit he just never made any mistakes in the ring. Like he was so crisp and nasty. Like the most vicious move in pro wrestling is a back elbow off the ropes, hands down. It doesn't seem like much, but man, when you learn the psychology of wrestling and you catch that joker one step off that rope, boy, and bam, lay, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
And the sweat flies off their body because you just tagged them with all your back elbow meat. Oh, bro, let me tell you. And Bret Hart, bro, was so crisp and nasty with it in the ring. Bret versus Owen is up there on one of those, like, hey, I tell the young boys, you want to do a film study, you want to get good at wrestling, you dissect that match from top to bottom. I mean, shine, cut off, like everything. Like you just get into that match and you will learn almost everything there is to know about wrestling.
Oh yeah, most definitely. A lot of my favorite WrestleMania moments all end up revolving around one particular wrestler. And I swear if I ever got to meet him, I don't know if I'd be able to get a word out. But I got some of his stuff behind me here.
You got it on hand.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh man, I was gonna mention if I didn't have beef with him at the moment, Stone Cold versus The Rock, pick a match. Okay. But now's a good time. We should relive you'll know what number it is, but it's WrestleMania where Stone Cold beats The Rock with a chair for 10 minutes at the end of the match.
Oh, was that 17 where he turned heel?
17, he turns heel, yeah. Okay, talk about a great day. You know what I mean? I feel like that was the first time The Rock called himself the final boss, and Stone Cold beat the truth out of him with that steel chair. It was beautiful, beautiful to watch. And so I want The Rock to know, bro, you keep running your mouth, man. WrestleMania 20, or what number they on, 40 right now?
40. Yeah, 40.
40. WrestleMania 41's right around the corner, son. Okay. And I got steel chairs, and I'm not retired. Stone Cold is, but I'm not. All right. I'm bald. You're bald. We can do this, bro.
I'm bald.
Hey, that's right. That's right. It's a man with a great haircut right there. And listen up, Rocky Johnson Jr. Bro, you keep running your mouth. And I got a steel chair. I got WrestleMania next year open, just in case. And I will beat you like Stone Cold did you at WrestleMania 17. And if you don't remember, watch it back. Watch it back. It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm sure your mama was there. I hate to mention your mama, but your mama was there. I know she's in the crowd. I remember that part. And I don't know how much you remember. But Stone Cold beat you with a chair.
NWF champion. Mr. McMahon from the chair to ring.
Forever. Okay, Sandlot style.
Sandlot style, yeah. You know what? When I put the video version of this together, I'm going to stitch in that's part of Sandlot. I'm going to do it right there.
Please do that. And it has Stone Cold just wearing them out with the chair.
And right after the forever, I stitch in a couple. Yes. Oh my God.
Please.
Oh yeah. Nope. I'm so doing it. Doing it.
Drinking with Mo, baby. I wish I had something to drink with water, man. Mo, I'm coming to Omaha. We have a drink, Daddy.
All right. Now, this one I've been kind of curious about because I've asked a few different people this. So, what would you say is the spirit animal of the final boss?
Oh, it's bat. It's bat all day. Okay.
Okay.
Reason why it's bat because I can see it at night. Okay. It's bat because I got sonar. It's bat because Black and Yellow is a song about Batman. You can ask Wiz Khalifa.
Okay?
I just made that up. It's not the truth. That's not.
I didn't think it was about Batman.
Hey, history is written by the winners. Okay, and oh yeah, and not to mention Batman. I love me some Batman. Okay? I got beef with Superman on site. Okay, not to mention, remember I tell you about that Apollo Creed vibes. Currently, these are all the monikers of the final boss Bruce Wayne. So it is Hard Cam Jones, aka Second Rope Superstar, aka the Choker, aka Elbow Dropper, aka the final boss. Bruce Wayne. That's just some. That's just some of what I got. But there's more to come.
Yeah. Me, I've always considered myself, because I've joked about this, like, naturally I'm a bit of a teddy bear. But when somebody like goes against, like, tries to mess with something I care about, I turn into a bit of a damn grizzly, and I'll likely just rip your damn head off.
I was gonna guess grizzly bear, but see, I don't know if one of your questions is, how does the final boss want to go out? I just answer it right now. I want to go out on top of a mountain. Okay, there's one out over there. There's a mountain over there.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
on top of a mountain, in the rain, all right, with my shirt ripped, fighting a grizzly bear. And don't help me, help the bear.
All right.
Now it's all good.
Yeah. All right. So next one, I would feel weird if I didn't have this question on here with the name of a show like I have. Favorite drink, whether it be alcoholic or non or shit, one of each.
Oh, well, my current favorite cocktail is old fashioned.
Okay.
Bartender's choice. I don't have a preference in my bourbon and or whiskey. I had one made with tequila once. That was amazing.
Mm.
If you ever come out to Denver, bro, go down to the Dairy Block, go to the Maven Hotel, and tell them Final Boss sent you, and my bartender there will make you a proper old fashioned, and Shirley Temple
Well,
because they're delicious.
oh,
Oh,
they
Roy Rogers.
are.
I'm sorry. I got a Nebraska native here. I drink Roy Rogers, baby. Out at Lee's Chicken. Bro, is Lee's Chicken still alive or no? I heard they closed out
Yes.
too.
You know what? I actually pass by that on my way to work every day.
Bet, bro. I'm coming out there. Yeah, bro. We got to meet up. We're gonna do round 2 of this podcast live
Mm.
from Lee's Chicken. That's a good
Oh yeah.
idea.
Oh
If
yeah.
not,
It's
we're gonna
just
do it
down the
at
road
your
from where
house.
I work.
Oh, bet. Yeah, say less. But yeah,
Oh,
Roy Rogers is my favorite non-alcoholic drink.
okay. Yeah,
And for the uneducated, it's a man's Shirley Temple. That's what a Roy Rogers is.
yep. Now, for me, I'm a bit of a Dr. Pepper fiend, so non-alcoholic, that's for me right there.
What? Oh, Big Mo. Listen, you just named off my number one favorite drink. It is an alcoholic drink called a Flamin' Dr. Pepper. I will
Ooh,
make you one. Okay.
ooh,
Flamin'
yeah.
Dr. Pepper is as follows. It is a half a glass of beer and then a shot of amaretto with Bacardi 151 and or any 151 flammable alcohol at the top. You sets it on fire, the shot glass. Drop the shot glass into the beer and you drink it, and it tastes like Dr. Pepper. Now, only drink 2. Is it two
Eh,
max? Because
one
at
of those,
3, it's
you're,
over. At
yeah,
4, you're already dead.
yeah,
And
you
yeah,
gone.
yeah, great nights in Kearney drinking flaming Dr. Peppers. But they're illegal in Texas. They are illegal in Texas. You can't even make flaming Dr. Peppers in Texas.
Really? And you know
Yep.
what? You know what they say about you mentioned about the N on the Nebraska helmets. You know what they always say about UNK? You can't spell drunk without
Can't
UNK.
spell drunk without the UNK, daddy. No, sir, you cannot.
But actually, one of my collections back here is souvenir shot glasses. And speaking of Dr. Pepper, my wife and I were up in Minneapolis over New Year's Eve for the Packers Vikings game.
Okay.
And we went to the Mall of America, and they happened to have a Bubba Gump restaurant there. And they happen to have this particular shot glass.
Not the Bubba Gump Strip Company. That's
So,
fantastic.
when she showed me the Dr. Pepper one, I'm like, oh my God, I have to have that.
Yeah. Hey, I'll give you a quick UNK fact. Do you know that Final Boss, Bruce Wayans, and Tyrus on Fox News had the same college football coach, Coach Daryl Morris at University of Nebraska at Kearney?
No kidding.
Tyrus, I ain't stopped calling you out, bro. Don't think because I got beef with The Rock, I done forgot about you. You coming out of retirement. You're going to wrestle Final Boss. We're going to do it in Kearney. We're going to make a lot of money. So, put your little tights back on, because like somebody asked me the other day, do you know Tyrus? I said, yeah, I know Tyrus. Me and him got the same football coach. They said, well, where is he? I said, he's at home washing his tights.
All right. So, next question I have here is, so you're obviously the final boss.
True.
If there was anybody else that would even come close, who would that be?
I mean, for me, the answer is kind of easy. And I'm just going to say it. It's Boogie. It's the Boogeyman. Boogeyman is also when you said Vader, I thought you were gonna say Boogie, because Boogie's out here, and I've known him since back in my training days with Bobby at the American Top Team gym, and I mean, bro, that man is a beast of a man. Like I don't know how old he is, but I don't bench as much as he does. I can tell you that right now. And he's the boogeyman, dog. Like if there ever was a symbol of a final character to face, it's the boogeyman. And he's a real person. Like Boogie's a real person. He's walking the streets of Denver, Colorado as we speak right now. He's probably in the gym. But Boogie is somewhere round here, okay, as we speak. And his hair is still cut in a little V. And man, he's got muscles on top of muscles. And well, he's just a great dude. Great dude. But I love other savages like myself. So Boogie,
Yeah.
gotta go with Boogeyman for sure.
I was gonna say I was gonna freak the hell out if like right behind you all of a sudden I see him pop up. I'd be like,
He
mother
started creeping up on me. Yeah, man. Like I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest. He's done stuff like that to me before. He's so like because I know what he looks like, you know what I mean? And I mean he has snuck up on me 3 different times in my lifetime. Twice at the Pepsi Center, or one Pepsi Center Ball Arena, but separate years. And then one time just at the gym. I'm working out at the gym, but I heard him before I could see him. Because if you don't speak Boogie's language, you won't understand. Okay, but when you go to lift weights, the heavier the weight, the more sound you got to make. And he sounds like this. And I was like, I could hear it in my headphones. I was like, yo, man, is Boogie here? And this shit, I just see in the mirror, his face just comes up right next to me. And he's like, hey, boss, let me get those hundreds when you're done. I'm like, bro, take them now. Get out of here. Goodness gracious, bro. I'll go down to 80. Goodness. And then, that's how Boogie lifts, bro. If you don't speak that language, bro, those are all facts. I didn't make up any of that. All that.
No, I imagine. Now, last but not least here, because I know you got some stuff going on tonight.
I know you're good, man. We're gonna be here all night.
Best advice you have for anybody wanting to get into wrestling?
Take this shit serious. Okay, don't waste any of our time. See how my tone changed?
Yeah.
Like wrestling, we are all risking our lives. Everybody slam. Every single one of them. And for the people that want to play wrestling or do wrestling as a hobby, don't do it. Don't come tarnish the business I love. Because like I said, me and my partner, me and my trio, man, we did 2-a-days for 6 months. Okay. We even lost a guy. We had a vet. We lost our vet. Our name's Eric. I won't mention what happened to him, but we lost him during training, little personal demons type stuff. And once again, this ain't for anybody that don't want to take it serious, because if you ain't working out, working on your body, training in the ring, and then studying, and then practicing your promos, and then working on your gear, and then planning on what your next move is going to be, and sharing on social media and promoting shows that maybe you ain't even on the show yet, but it's a part of your show. You promote everything, because that is how this works. This is a hustle game. Like this ain't for no slouch. This ain't for no suckers. And there's plenty of suckers in this business, which is why it says it on my business card. I beat up people for money, and business is a booming because my philosophy is do what you're good at, right? And I'm good at beating up suckers. And there is a plethora of suckers in the wrestling business, which gives me plenty of suckers to beat up. However, I don't want no new suckers joining this game, right? If you want to be a wrestler, come on. But if you ain't gonna take this thing serious, if you ain't doing 100 squats every morning like Too Cold Scorpio is, because Too Cold Scorpio is a 60-year-old man doing 100 squats every morning. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm doing 100 squats every morning, just like everybody else on my team. Because look, here at Rocky Mountain Pro, you ain't on this team if you ain't working hard. Okay, and And let it be known. Let Colorado wrestling be known. The purge is on. Purge is live right now. Final Boss is weeding out all you suckers that want to come play wrestling. If you ain't working hard at this, if you ain't serious about this, then you're out. You're out. Done. It's over. And if you're not willing to put that work in, then don't even bother joining this team, because it's fun. It's the most fun I've ever had. It's the worst, best addiction I've ever had. It hurts my body every day. And every day I cannot wait to go do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not about this life, cool. Don't get into this. Just watch it and enjoy. Right?
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. But if you want in, come on in. And if you're gonna work hard like Abaddon, then you can do this. If you want to work hard like Big Otis, then you can do this. Right? But if you're a sucker, and I won't mention no sucker's name because suckers don't get airtime on Drinking with Mo's podcast. But if you're a sucker, then get out. Okay? I've met some wrestlers. I met Low Key one time, and people said he has a bad attitude. I think he has a great attitude because his attitude is very simple. If you ain't here to bust your ass, then get the fuck out. And sorry, that rubs people the wrong way, but it's the truth. It's the truth.
You put it that way, yeah. No, I get it. Because I only did a pro wrestling boot camp one time, and I was walking funny for about a week.
I'm sure that sucked. Yeah. The only thing saved me was I was fresh out the gym. So I was fresh off a fight. So I was in shape to start wrestling. And even then, bro, them first bumps. Aspiring wrestlers, understand this. Once you learn how to do this safely, okay, you're gonna ask the question of, hey, when does it stop hurting? It doesn't. It don't. Okay, you got a bump card. And when your bump card run out, then that's when you're done. Don't wrestle after your bump card's over. You ain't gonna be as good a wrestler as you think you are. But most importantly, when it comes to getting into this, man, I treat wrestling exactly how I play football, right? And I played football nonstop from third grade to 7 years after college, okay? And I played offensive line for the majority of that, and I finally got moved to fullback. But as a center, I could tell you a 2 high safety, 1 safety, a zone, man. I could tell you if blitz was coming. I could tell you which linebacker was hot. I could tell you how many plays before these D linemen have to sub out. I could tell you everything there was to know about that defense because that's how much I cared about it. And now that I'm a wrestler, that's the reason I know about Stan Hansen and Vader, because I study. That's how I know about the double B, because I study. That's how I know that LA Knight and AJ Styles is about to ball out at WrestleMania. Watch.
That one has the potential to be epic.
LA Knight was down at FSW in Vegas when I first started. And that guy puts in the work. You feel me? And like I said, bro, if you want in, come on in. But if you ain't willing to put in the work, get out. If you're in right now and you're a pro wrestler and you ain't putting in the work, get out. Because you're taking up good space and you're taking up good time. People will much rather see me chopping people for an extra 15 minutes of your match instead of you going out there and doing whatever it is you call yourself doing because you want to play wrestling. This ain't no game. Wrestling ain't no game. It's a business. It's the wrestling business. And that's why I'm dressed professional, because I take this thing serious. Okay? But hey, if you get into it and you're good at it, Big Mo will call you, you get on the podcast. It'll make you famous.
Ah, yeah. All right. Well, before we go, where can people find you social media wise? So if they don't already have their eyes on the Final Boss, they can go ahead and get them there.
Oh man. So you just type in Bruce Wayans. Bruce, Wayans. Wayans. Okay. Bruce Wayans on Facebook, Bruce Wayans on Instagram, Bruce Wayans on X, Bruce Wayans on TikTok, Bruce Wayans on YouTube. And you can watch me beat up suckers any day of the week. And feel free to contact the Final Boss at bwproductions@gmail. for any bookings that you need. If you want the Final Boss on your show, no matter where you are, no matter what part of the country, no matter what part of the world, Final Boss is an international now superstar. And I will go any place and I will beat up any sucker anytime you like. So, Google me. Google Bruce Wayans, and you will find the Final Boss Bruce Wayans. Not that sucker.
Yeah.
Not that sucker Kevin Hart Sr., a.k.a. The Rock Tooth Fairy, a.k.a. People's Slump. That's how long he's been out of wrestling, right? But and I don't blame him. I don't blame him hitching his name to the Final Boss Bruce Wayans, because I mean that's what I would do if I was him. If I was him, if I was in Fast and Furious movies, that's exactly what I would do. I'd say, man, who's the next big thing in pro wrestling? Final Boss. Oh man, before he gets there, I'm gonna use it right now. Go ahead, Rocky. Okay, because you know what? I got plenty of names to go with those, but the Final Boss is one I plan on keeping.
All right, we'll get all of that in the description. Thank you again for taking the time to talk to me tonight. Best of luck out there, these next couple of days and going into your open challenge and beyond that.
Right on, Big Mo. I appreciate you, brother.